Do you need trust to get customers? When you're selling an expensive product, like thousands of dollars a month expensive, it's going to be a lot harder to track where your customer is coming from. So you're going to have to rely on trust based marketing channels a lot more. And that's things like social content and podcasts and working with creators. Because people aren't going to be converted into customers the first time they find out about your company. For example, Rishabh Jain, who's the CEO of Fermat, which is a commerce platform, says that their two most impactful marketing channels are social content and events. And he's not finding this out through any modeling or attribution, but he's actually getting told by people at events how they found out about him. And that's the reason why he's going on so many podcasts and why so many other tech founders and CEOs do, is because a lot of the time they do see the long-term impact of these marketing channels and that awareness being built. So what we see with software in general is that there's a much longer consideration period than for consumer goods, for example. So it may take 6 months or a year for someone to, once they see the product and once they find out about the company, actually make that decision to go and buy from them. And with a longer consideration window, this means that there's going to be more touch points with the potential customer, but then also there's likely going to be more time in between each of those touch points. So it's important to try and make each touch point you have as impactful and memorable as possible. And so with that long consideration window, things like incrementality studies are going to be less useful for software and apps than they are with consumer goods, for example. But what can be a useful tool and what a lot of people use is post-purchase surveys. And whilst they're not perfect because they're user submitted, what they can do is give a good indication of the journey someone takes leading up to that point of becoming a customer. So these trust-based marketing channels are the hardest to measure, but they're also going to deliver the most value over the long term.